the former Utah Ute Matt Gay to get this one started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. Oh, a good return up past the 30. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. Lead.
.6'3" quarterback, the third overall selection in 2018, Sam Darnold.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start here with Gaskin. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Second down, Gaskin. And he'll push ahead for about 3 to the 36. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
They'll set up a throw. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as he'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he is going to pick up the Vikings' first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Back to throw now on 1st down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 25 yards that time. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
They run for the first time with Ty Chandler. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Here's Chandler on 2nd down. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal. He'll drop to throw. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Jalen Miller, a 2-yard touchdown ground. And the Vikings are on the board first here this afternoon. They gotta love that. 9-play drive results in 6 points.
That means they're doing the dictating. That means that they've described how the game's going to go. They're playing at their tempo, at their pace. If you're on the other side of the ball, if you're playing defense, defense is not methodical. They've got to go in there and shake things up and create a little havoc.
Greg Joseph on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. That time, a 9-play drive, and it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want. But this guy, he is hard to corral.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. 1st and 10, it's Richardson. They'll run the screen with Moss. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Second down, here's Richardson. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Curtis Weaver from that outside inside linebacker spot. Gets in there. It's a loss of 9.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet? And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain. Still a ways to go, though. Yeah, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will, right? Yard line is where they'll spot him. They'll start out here with a jet sweep, and he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. After 1-7-0 on EA Sports.
On the set.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Chandler. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. That one a first down pickup of 8. Operating from the gun. Ball. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now a throw here, hauled in. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They go play action here on 1st down. Flush to his right. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. That they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there. No hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Off play action. Hall. Under pressure, down he goes. goes. Sacked at the 10. It's a loss of 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Hall. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. This defense hasn't let him in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. Gaskin will take this into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides are playing at optimum level.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Fielded right around the 8. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. They'll run on first down with Moss. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Here's Powell on the return. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. That time gets 12 yards back. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Hall. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he goes out right around the 39. Give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first. They'll look to throw again. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown. Jalen Naylor with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now, we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
Joseph now to have the PAT. And it is now 21-0. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's polished off by a Viking score. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Colts going to take over now late in this first half. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. To throw again on second down. Minshew. But this one complete to Doolin. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. Minshew sets to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Minshew's throw complete there to Perriman. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our... And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. Welcome back, Charles. Booth ready for quarter number 3. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Out of his hands quickly to Pittman. And he'll get this out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Moss on the give up the middle. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Holding. Austin.
That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, he can't hold it.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Here's Minshew. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly.
On the return is Powell.
It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and it will be Vikings ball 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun. Hall. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A 10-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. They've already been on record as saying, hey, if our rookie quarterback's going to tuck it and run on a scramble, we kind of hold our breath. Well, that was a maybe no, yes, as he's able to get into the end zone.
Are you saying he's got to learn where the line is about whether you keep your eyes downfield trying to find a receiver or you tuck it and go? And I think there's going to be some growing pains with that. I think in this case, he made the right decision.
And we know he's got the speed. He showed it there.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and it is 28-0.
So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was finished off with a 10-yard touchdown scamper.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. From the 10.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. Off the play fake. Hall. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Off play action. Hall. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Nick Muse
from 4 yards out.
And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And that makes this 35-0 now. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as he'll get him down shy of the 20.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Moss.
They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
They'll try and run for this with Moss.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And Gay knocks this one through, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag? You just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here.
They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles. And, I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the third quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And 3rd and 8 now.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Now Hall on 3rd down.
He's going to get this complete to Gaskin.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
And here's Ryan Wright now.
And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Before they can get the punt away, whistles. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
That sack goes to Asazi Atomewo.
The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Looking to throw it, Minshew. A throw on the money there to Doolin.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Wide open receiver complete.
And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
A big play there for Indy. 53 yards.
They'll go up the middle here with Moss.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Minshew. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll give it 8 that time, and that's going to bring up the 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on this.
Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted.
And the Vikings are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. But with this, defense knew the passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Gaskin again on 2nd down.
And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Hall now to throw on 3rd down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line. And after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
And here's Ryan Wright now.
As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there. That's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now back to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. To try again after the sack. Minshew, throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Back to throw here. And that will be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And he missed it. It's no good. And they will remain well behind.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll begin things here with Gaskin. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Another run with Gaskin. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. They run it with Chip. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base and scoring position.
But how about this, a fake? And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, it looked like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. Minshew, 1st and 10. He's got Perriman. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that will cut this lead down to 25. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, they came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the 4th.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early, but give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team. They took care of business and closed them out pretty quickly.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about? Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.